Hello, my name is Bill Bryan, and this is Rachel Grafton, and together we are the lay leaders here at St. Andrews. It's been about 4 months since we last reported back to all of you, and so we wanted to take this opportunity today to let you know what's going on in the life of the church.
First, our most notable change is we have new faces at the pulpit. Pastor Gary, Pastor Jane, and their daughters Natalie and Meredith have joined our family here at St. Andrews. They have hit the ground running and are finding new and creative ways to get to know you. In fact, if you haven't signed up for one of their virtual lunch meetings, there is still room for you to do so, and you can sign up at saumc.life. We also wanted to take this opportunity to thank Reverend J.C. Powell for his 6 months of sharing his wisdom and his leadership and his service to our church.
As you are aware, our campus has remained closed for worship and gatherings. Our task force has been prayerfully considering the safest path to reopening and hard at work detailing a phased reopening plan. You can view the plan at saumc.life. The plan consists of 4 phases in addition to our current state is broken down by category. Currently, we don't have dates associated with the phases. This will allow us to move through them based on our county's COVID-19 status. In the meantime, our pastors, worship leaders, and AV team continue to lead us in worship from our homes and strive to find new ways to reach more people. Our live stream has continued to have a strong following and build momentum, and we've updated our platform and now also stream on Facebook. We're also launching a virtual lobby today that you can join through Zoom after the service. We're hoping this will help you reconnect with all the faces you're missing on Sunday morning. There is so much behind the scene work that happens here every week, and we are so grateful with the talent that we are committed to excellence and growing the kingdom of God.
Let's dive into ministry work, kids ministry. Did you see what we accomplished for Vacation Bible School? Or should we say Staycation Bible School? Katie Gregory, our Director of Kids Ministry, and her team of leaders created and executed an original online program that reached over 100 kids from the comfort and safety of their homes. Families throughout our community learned about the armor of God through video lessons, songs, science, crafts, and even snacks. Youth ministry will be resuming Sunday night Zoom on August 30th. Youth and adult leaders have been brainstorming for the past month on new and creative ways to connect with middle and high schoolers. If you'd like more information on this event, check out saumc.life. Youth will also be participating in worship on August 30th, so mark your calendars for an inspired experience.
As far as adult ministries go, we have 6 classes that have been meeting virtually over the past few months, and we will be adding more classes in the fall. 26 people have registered for the Global Leadership Summit, and our in-person event is scheduled to be October 22nd, 23rd. You can still register at saumc.life. Though it sometimes feels hard to serve during this time, I can assure you the church hasn't stopped. Family Promise Host Week had 16 volunteers serving one family at their day center. And while we are still trying to understand what back to school really means for our church family, we are still hosting a Dover School Supply Drive through August. Donations can be dropped off on Mondays from 1 to 4 p.m.
Back in April, we announced that Congregational Care and staff would be launching several outreach initiative programs in response to the pandemic. What has transpired over the last several months has been nothing short of divine. Our food pantry received an overwhelming amount of contributions from our congregation. From there, we were able to open up a contactless drive-through food pantry that's open every Wednesday morning. And so far, we have distributed over 160 bags to our community. Meals on Wheels hasn't skipped a beat. They were able to remain working since the beginning of the pandemic, and they ensured that our most vulnerable population received a friendly face and a warm meal every week. Our COVID-19 Relief Fund also received an overwhelming amount of contributions from our congregation. From there, Andy's Angels launched a Be a Blessing campaign where they provided notes of encouragement and gift cards from locally owned restaurants to frontline workers and those impacted from the pandemic. In total, we were able to serve over 250 families in our community.
So let's dive into the work of the trustee committee. Though the campus remains closed, they have been hard at work. The roof leaks have been repaired, And in fact, the narthex has gotten a facelift because of the leaks that they were able to fix in there. The trustee committee also tackled some repairs and updates to the parsonage for our new pastors, to include updating the bathroom, the kitchen, and appliances. Also want to take a minute to recognize 3 Men and a Preacher, also known as 3MAP. If you don't know, these guys are a group that come in here weekly and serve the church through repairing, updating, and beautifying our campus. They recently replaced the tile in the preschool, as you can see. Updated the bathrooms in Powell Hall, and are always on top of the regular maintenance duties. So thank you very much, 3MAP. During our last update, we told you that the Staff Parish Relations Committee would be seeking funds and assistance from the CARES Act. As a result, we received funds from the Paycheck Protection Program, and it was able to offset payroll during that time. And with these funds, we're now going to be able to do some campus improvements, where we're going to be replacing the roofs on both Powell Hall and the Children's Center. And those should be taken care of and done in the next month or two.
Speaking of campus improvements, we wanted to give you an update on the Imagining More campaign. We have re-engaged our architect, and they are currently working on renderings for the FLC and the sanctuary. This creative process will include some design workshops where you will have an opportunity to share your preferences. Our architect is really excited to make this a collaborative process for our whole church. We are hoping to make big strides over the next couple of months, and we're excited to share the process with you.
Finally, we want to take a moment to talk about giving. To those of you that have continued to give financially over the last several months, we want to thank you. We know that this is a time of uncertainty, and we'll take great leaps of faith to trust in God's provision and care. Whether you are giving your time, your talents, your prayers, or your resources, you are helping more people to know God and experience His grace through a growing relationship with Jesus Christ.
We sincerely pray you and your loved ones are well. But if you are struggling during this time, we want to encourage you to reach out. Pastor Gary and Pastor Jane want to stay in touch with you. They want to pray with you, and they want to get you connected to any help you might need. Thank you, St. Andrews. We hope you enjoyed this update. Peace be with you.